All right. Today's SPY was up 0.08%, and it did have a lot of volatility, which we absolutely took advantage of, being able to buy the dip all the way down to the risk level at 523. And then as you can tell, we bounced from that support. So we still have a very bullish looking chart. We have the price action above all of the moving averages. All of the moving averages are still positively sloping. We're above the risk level that I gave you at 523. And we are progressing towards the projection, which I think SPY is heading to, which is the price target at 534. And from today's close to that price target is just about 1.2% higher. So it can happen very quickly. It would not even be abnormal if we saw that move over the next 1 to 2 days. So stay bull while we're above all of the bullish breakouts. We have the support that's currently holding. We're getting buyers at the retest of the breakout of the previous all-time high. And because we have the bull trend, I continue to tell you it's likely going to be a lot easier to just focus on buying the dip. But if you are successfully shorting, you can keep doing it. Just keep in mind you are going against a very powerful bull trend still. So buying the dip at critical support, risk off if we can't hold support. And tomorrow, if we break this high above 529, it is going to be a very quick shot towards 534. And I do think that all could happen as soon as tomorrow. So don't overcomplicate it. Stay bull while we're about 523 and we're looking for the price target at 534. And we will need to break the previous high, which is right around 531. On the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs, we were up 0.54% today, and we're very close to getting back over the daily 5 EMA, so we just need to go a little bit higher, and then price action will be back above all the moving averages. We still do have a bull trend with all the moving averages still stacked to the bullish direction, and we are still above the risk level at 446, and even today we did close above the other risk level at 453. So we're above 2 of the risk levels that tell us to stay bullish, and it looks like we are going towards a projection of the price target right around 461, and the previous high to break is right around 460. So 460 to 461 is where we're looking for the price to go to as long as we can hold above 446. On the Dow Jones, we were down 0.33% today, and we did not progress towards the price target at 391, but as you can tell from the arrow, I'm not looking for 391 unless we can get a higher low into a higher high, so we now have the possibility of a higher low. We just need some confirmation here, and we need to break this high, and then it's going to look very bullish in the Dow Jones. And actually, if we break above today's high, we're likely going much higher than 391. We'll likely push higher towards the previous all-time high. So in the Dow Jones, you can stay bull as long as we can hold this low at 383 or use that risk level just below 385. On the Russell 2000, we were down 0.56% today, and intraday we got very close to closing the gap at 203, but this is going to be the buy zone, and this is also the risk level, which means you can be buying the dip in IWM as long as we can hold above 203. And if we can't hold above 203, we will likely come down here towards a gap close at 200. So you can stay bull above 203 or 200, or you can trade this range while we're in it. But if we can break this high up here above 207, it is going to look like a very bullish breakout. And I actually think we'll skip right through 210 and go straight to 214. On the ARKK ETF, we were up 1.25% today. But once more, this is a very powerful downtrend, and we are risk off below 45. So these are your support levels at 42.4, 41, and 40, but do not get bullish just because we're in a downtrend. We are still likely going lower until the bulls can prove otherwise, and that is going to require a break back over 44, 45, and 46. So there's a ton of resistance above, and we're still in a very powerful downtrend. On the VIX, we were up 1.63% today, and the VIX is continuing to crush every time it tries to break out, and it's still below 15. So I do believe we're going to see more fear leaving this market as the indices continue to climb higher towards my price targets. So look for the VIX to crush even more as we go through the week. On Bitcoin, we are currently right around 69,000, and we are getting the bull trend back. We're back over 68,000. The Bollinger Bands are starting to squeeze as we have this bull flag of consolidation that's getting ready to break out, and I do believe we will break out to the upward direction, and that means we will hit the price target at 75,000. And the only way I'm getting risk off or no longer bullish in Bitcoin is if we come down here and break this critical support at 65,000. So stay bull as long as we're above 65,000. And then just get risk off if at any point we break down below it. On Nvidia stock, we were up 4.9% today, and this stock is trying to climb even higher, as you can tell by this very bullish looking candle. And if we break this high at 11.55, the next price target is up there at 11.95. Yes, this stock can go higher, and it looks like it wants to, so look for that bull breakout. The Bollinger Bands are now expanding, and this thing can continue to run, but I will caution you against getting too bullish up here because the upside reward is no longer as advantageous as it used to be, and we still do have a gap down here at 1064. And I am very confident this gap will fill, but do not assume it has to fill anytime soon. We could still go higher, chop around for a little bit, and then go fill that gap at a later date. And actually, this is what I think will likely happen. I think we're going to make one more high, and then we'll probably see a deep enough pullback in Nvidia to fill that gap. So watch that high at 11.55, and if we break out, we're likely going to that new all-time high price target. On Tesla stock, we were down 1.01% today, and we're right on top of this consolidation, and all of these moving averages all bunched up right around 176, and you could still stay bull above 174, but the real bull breakout needs to be above 180 and 185, and then we should be well on our way towards a price target at 207. We also have a resistance on the way there at 197. So you can either stay bull now or wait for the breakout, but if you're staying bull, you're managing risk around 173 and 167. And if we break below those, it looks like a downtrend, and that means get risk off. On Apple stock, we were at 0.93% today, and intraday we missed 195, which was the price target by 1 penny. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this trade is now complete, even though we will likely go a little bit higher and fully hit the price target. There's just not enough reward there, and that just doesn't make it worth the risk. So go ahead and lock your profits on Apple, and if we break 195 and you want to stay long, then you're looking for 198. At any point we break below 190, get risk off, because we're likely going to 186 and possibly even lower. Right now this is a full bull trend, looking like it still wants to go a little bit higher, but as I said earlier, this is likely time to start locking those profits. So jumping back over to the S&P 500, it looks like we will go higher this week, and the bulls are doing everything they need to do, and they are showing up where they need to show up to buy the dip at critical support, and that means the bulls are still in control of this market. When the bulls are in control, it's best to just get out of their way and let them run, otherwise you're going to get the horns. So if you continue to just try to short this bull trend, you will get the horns, and I do not suggest trying to short. I think it's much simpler if you just continue to focus on buying the dip at these critical support zones, and that is what we are doing in the Stocks Channel Discord server, and we are absolutely crushing this market. If you want to come crush the market with us and get access to all of my intraday updates, my technical analysis, and my trade ideas, then you need to come join this Discord server, and you can find out how to join my Discord server by clicking on the link in the description of this video or the comment section. So focus on your trade plan this week. This is a very simple market. As long as you have a plan around managing risk at these critical risk levels, and you're following that plan instead of being emotional and allowing noise to creep into your trade plan. Follow your chart, because price action is king and everything else is just noise. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.